welcome to CFC Fan TV. This is my post-match review where Chelsea have just won 2-1 against Liverpool, or 1-2 against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and we are now through to the next round. Guys, I can't tell you how buzzing I am about that result. I seriously thought, no word of a lie, that it was going to be, from what I saw in the first half, we had a lot of possession, we were playing very well, but we never looked like we were scoring a goal. I'll get to Morata in a minute and we can talk about that in a second. But just firstly, I just want to say how proud I am of the team, because I think we did amazingly well to perform like that away from home against one of the best attacking teams in the league. I know they didn't put out their, first starting 11, but neither did we. They did have quite a few names in there that I didn't recognise, but I mean, the likes of Shaqiri on the pitch did really, really scare me. Great players, like I said, they've got such attacking force, which is something that we lack. So you would think that when we go and play away from home, that those are the games that are the most difficult for us. But actually, we played solidly as a team, and we'll go from the beginning. First half, I guess the only place really to start is Morata. I'm going to do a player ratings vid, and that's going to be up tomorrow at lunchtime, so make sure you look out for that, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me. Charlie and Rory had to have a... It's a light argument about what ratings we would put in. Rory and Charlie have a lot lower than what I would have done, but I'm going to stick with them because I think they're thinking more as an overall, and yeah, I completely agree. So I think Morata, listen, I said I'd give him up till Christmas. I still want to say that. I know player confidence is a huge thing. I don't think Morata is a bad player. This is where everyone's getting very confused. I don't think he's a bad player. I don't think he's a shit player. I just think that for Chelsea Football Club, he isn't what we're looking for, and I think the reason why we're so desperate for this to work out is because he costs so much money. If you think about it, if he had only cost 20 million, I don't think we'd be seeing Chelsea batter an eyelid. He wouldn't have even featured this season so far. But like I say, they're desperate for that signing to work out, and we're trying to give him as many run-ins as possible. Now, if Morata can't score in a game like this today, then I really struggle to comprehend how he would do well on Saturday against Liverpool's actual starting 11, who are one of the best teams in the league. They're unbeaten. So for me, I think this was his moment to prove what he can do, to prove that he can do some damage against one of our biggest oppositions, and that didn't happen. I think the first chance he had, he should have done a lot better. I think the second chance he had was a great save from Liverpool's keeper, but again, didn't really offer anything else. I think the thing is with Giroud is even when he doesn't score a goal, he does offer something else within the team. His all-round play is a lot better. Like Charlie says, Morata hasn't been as bad as what he was last season, but at the end of the day, Morata is a £70 million striker, and he will need to start scoring goals if he wants to stay at Chelsea Football Club. I have no doubt that he would, go and be a fantastic player for wherever he went. I just don't think, obviously, for Chelsea it's working out. And I think, unfortunately, time is running out slightly there. Moving on to another player I didn't think had the best game was Christensen. That everyone knows I love Christensen. I think he is a prospect for the future. He didn't have a good game today. There were two clear mistakes that I saw. One more or less nearly resulted in a goal. How Liverpool didn't score that, I've got no idea. And then again, he made another mistake on the edge of the box. So those are mistakes as a defender you can't make. David Luiz definitely has made his fair share, but at the moment, I think in Sarri's system, and if that was his chance to prove himself, I think Sarri's going to look at that and think, okay, it wasn't a Premier League game, but I definitely don't want that happening on Saturday. So I think David Luiz will more than 100% retain his place in the starting lineup, and it's not the best game that Christensen's ever had, but I'll discuss that more in my player ratings. Next up is Emerson. Look, can't get it out. Emerson. Apart from the goal, Rory and Charlie weren't too impressed with his performance. I don't think the only person I could ever say had a standout performance there was two. I thought Barkley was quite good, and I also thought Eden Hazard was fantastic, of course. Oh, and Kante when he came on. But they were our subs. They are our best players. I thought Moses did well for the first half, and then a slight second half got a little bit sloppy. But like I said, I don't really want to complain, because I just think to get that win, although we'll come to Hazard in a minute, the brilliance of Eden Hazard. But last and not least, I want to talk about Eden Hazard. Now, he is world class. He is without a doubt Chelsea FC's best player alongside Kante. But, I mean, that goal was second to none. He ran through about 3 players. I mean, the lead up to the goal was probably more impressive than the goal itself. It was just fantastic. I just seen JT has Instagrammed it out, and it's got like 100,000 views already in the space of a few minutes. Like, he is, without a doubt, he won us that game. Without Eden Hazard, Chelsea FC don't win that football game. And I definitely think it's a team effort. But like I've said recently, he hasn't been selfish enough. I think that if that was another game, he would have looked up to pass. Take the easy option when he's more than capable of doing it himself. And I think that's what we saw today. You can see how much it means to him, his celebration. He knows he's the best. He is the best, and we are so lucky to have him at Chelsea Football Club. He is without a doubt one of the world's greatest, if not the greatest, according to John Terry. And whatever John Terry says goes, in my opinion. So I agree with you, JT. He definitely is the best in the world, and if he's not winning a certain award very, very soon, I'd be very, very shocked. So going into Saturday, I think Jurgen Klopp is going to be extremely worried about him. They know the brilliance of him. They know what he can do, but we just have to make sure that we, are on our game, and we need to have Giroud up front, in my opinion. I think Morat's had his chance tonight, and there's no way we can risk it on Saturday against one of the best teams in the Premier League. So although the brilliance of Eden Hazard shone through this evening, I would be very worried at the weekend nevertheless. So please comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'm so thrilled we're through. It was a really tough game to have this early on in the competition, and we've done it. So fantastic tonight. My man of the match is without a doubt 100% Eden Hazard, and it's good night from me. God,